It's becoming painfully predictable at this point. Another game reveals its cast, the gaming community in general shares our opinions, and of course, here comes the quote-unquote gaming journalists with the same tired, lazy defense to push a narrative and agenda with their ideologies. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT, and today we have a new entry to Kotaku Detected, someone who I've never even heard of before, but when I looked into them, of course, I'm already blocked. Zarmina Khan is not the biggest fan of gamers. In fact, she wrote an entire article basically crapping on the entire game community. Why? Because we dared question the lead of Ghost of Yotei, and if potentially this could have far-reaching implications for the quality and long-term success of the brand. I feel like it's fair to do that, but apparently that doesn't fit the narrative. So according to Zarmina, we've turned from being critical of our favorite pastime into just being trolls. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down Zarmina Khan and her hatred for gamers and the entire game community in general. If you dare have an opinion that goes in contrast to what her agenda is. Zarmina Khan is listed as a senior editor for PlayStation Lifestyle, a website that I don't fancy very often, but couldn't help but peruse this one in particular because, to put it mildly, it's an absolute embarrassment to what journalism used to be. And before I even dive into the article, I feel like it's worth mentioning that per her own LinkedIn, prior to working at PlayStation Lifestyle, she worked for the British government. Yeah, a gamer that loves games, alright, that worked for the government and then comes into the game industry. Totally normal. Her piece on Ghost of Yotei's voice actor Erika Ishii being harassed by trolls has all the makings of the worst take imaginable, pushing an agenda with zero concern for the actual facts. You know, the things really important that makes a story viable, or at least used to. On some other planet, it feels like, because it's been so long since we had actual journalists that focus on the facts and reality with citing sources. Let's begin with the basics. Where's the evidence here? Like all the articles of this type, Khan offers up vague accusations of harassment and trolling, but provides no receipts. None. Not a single screenshot, not one quote, just vague statements about how horrible gamers are because, once again, some people are daring enough to question the casting of an actress who's openly queer, genderless, and pushes ideologies on the masses. So don't you dare step out of line with these journalists because they will try to silence you at all cost. If you're going to call a supposed wave of trolls and harassment, shouldn't you at least offer some proof? But no, Khan sticks to the usual formula of slapping labels on anyone who doesn't agree with her and pretends that the entire gaming community is toxic on the whole, alluding to generic talking points and trying her very best to play the victim in all of this. Before I even knew who Zarmina Khan was, she already blocked me on Twitter. And that kind of behavior screams insecurity and damage control, as if she knew her takes were so weak that she couldn't handle the slightest bit of criticism or questioning. Almost like you gotta live in this echo chamber and anyone that dares say anything are the bad guys if they don't 100% agree with you. She states in her article, in the midst of it all, trolls discovered that Ishii had no preferred pronouns, is a member of the LGBTQ community, and weight of it, I'm pretty sure she meant to say wait for it, but whatever, has a hairstyle not to their liking. Seeing this, Ishii started blocking people, which further frustrated them. Okay, so take a step back. There's a lot of assumptions, presumptions, and just assuming everything with what's wrong with the game community here instead of, I don't know, taking some accountability. Because here's the thing with Erika Ishii. No one has an issue with her being the character in the game specifically. The concerns are, is this going to impact the direction of the game? Which I feel like is a fair question to ask. And we're all just guessing at this point because we don't have the game in our hands. It's fair to ask questions and wonder the direction of the game. But no, she straight up labels anyone questioning this a troll. Why? because we're questioning someone who doesn't have preferred pronouns and is a member of the LGBTQ community? She's trying hard to downplay her hairstyles and why that's not a big deal, where I would argue these are things we like to call in the business red flags. And if you see a pattern of types of individuals that do these types of things, have the nose rings, the piercings, the tats all over their faces, the side of their haircut completely shaved off, there's some telltale signs that they might not all be there upstairs, and we'd like to ask some questions about the direction of what's going on here. Khan resorts to labeling all criticism as absurd complaints or the usual woke bashing without ever explaining why the fans feel frustrated. Instead of engaging in a good faith discourse, Khan buries the conversation under the tired agenda. She references how Ishii started blocking people, which is true and well within her right. But then again, the people that Ishii was blocking, many of them I saw speaking up on Twitter saying, "Why did she block me? I was defending her." That was what people were bringing up, is that's concerning. That shows that she doesn't even give a crap about the people that are defending her and care about this franchise. She's just going on a mass blocking spree, and that's something that, I don't know, I feel like it's fair to bring up. Woke and unhinged, claimed one grifter who didn't waste time producing a YouTube video on this all-important subject. Well, before I even go further here, hold up. She's already labeling this YouTuber a grifter. By trying to discount their arguments and questioning, she's trying to place a label on them that makes them feel like they're some sort of conspiracy theorist and downplaying what their actual points are. The actress for the Ghost of Tsushima sequel is actively blocking people, in quotes. Moaned another waste of space. Could you at least try to hold your bias back a little bit here? This is embarrassing. You're trying to propagate and push your own narratives on other people and labeling them. I've noticed this, by the way. Kim Belair did it with Elon Musk, calling him a noted buffoon. It's like these types of people always try to place labels on everyone else, but as soon as they get labeled, all hell breaks loose, as they're the most awful people in the world for daring to label them something because it's pretty obvious what they are. The piece doesn't mention that some fans feel the series is moving away from its roots or their concerns are about forced narratives. No. Again, none of that matters. According to Khan, if you don't like the direction the game's taking, you're just a waste of space who spends more time complaining than actually playing video games. You, the gamer, are the problem. Not this woke agenda that they're pushing their propaganda and ideologies on you. No. They're allowed to do that because, free speech and all that. But as soon as you dare question it, no, you're the problem. I've also noticed how they try to place the label of conspiracy theorist on people that are just genuinely asking questions about a situation that they care about because these games are their passion, but they try to downplay it by labeling you something where people have learned to brush off when they hear the word. Then there's her laughable attempt at damage control from the so-called professionals in the industry. And I spoke about this as well. She brings up the former Sony PlayStation boss, Sean Layden, telling the fans to make their own game or refrain from buying what they don't want to play. Because valid criticism about the portrayal of characters, the rewriting of historical context, or concerns about forced representation are just all meaningless drivel, right? Of course, in her mind, nobody's allowed to say anything if it flies in the face of what she wants to be out there. At the end of the day, what we have here is yet another example of just how far modern gaming journalism has fallen. Instead of offering a balanced view and showing some actual tangible facts and receipts, it's turned into being all about virtue signaling and protecting the industry from any form of critical analysis. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The fact is, this isn't about facts. This is about pushing an agenda, demonizing gamers, and pretending that all the dissent comes from just trolls and bigots that are out there trying to grift off a situation and make money off of it. Like these people writing these articles aren't doing the same damn thing, by the way. Do you ever notice that? They always try to off-put this grift on evil, demonized YouTubers trying to talk about stuff and making money off of it. What the hell do you think these people do writing the articles? Who knows? Maybe Ghost of Yutei will be great, and I kind of hope it is, because I love Tsushima. But that isn't the point at all. The point is, people are free to share their opinions, and even more importantly, concerns, especially based on the direction of the industry because of how it's been heading down the toilet as of late. Trying to silence us doesn't work anymore. Go retreat to your echo chamber because honestly, I'm gatekeeping you out. Zarmina, you are not welcome here anymore. Anyways, if you guys want any more information on this, check out SmashJT.com. I have added her to Kotaku Detected for this absolutely abhorrently, ridiculously bad article that she attempted to write here, trying to portray anyone daring to question the direction of Ghost of Yatai as a grifter or a troll, instead of having some actual dialogue about what the concerns really are and why this could be a problem for gaming in the future. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you stay smashing.
Smash, Smash,